Hi, Mom.
Hi, Emily.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, I'm going to interview you, collect an oral history by asking you some questions about your life. So, if you could
Okay.
just answer the questions slowly and clearly, I'll write down the answers. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So, first, what is your full name?
Linda, and my middle name is King, K-I-N-G. That's my maiden name, and my married name is Kwong, K-W-O-N-G.
Hmm. And what was your father's name?
Robert King.
And what was he like growing up? What was his personality
Uh,
like?
Yeah, he was very optimistic and happy. He loved engineering and motors and drawing, and he loved to tell stories.
Yeah, I remember he loved to tell stories. He'd talk a lot.
Yes.
Let's see. So I know he passed away in 2010, yes?
Yes, May 2010.
Do you miss him?
Yes.
What's a story that you remember from him that he told you?
Well, I think the neat thing about stories is that they help the person live on in you. And one of his favorite stories was a Christmas story that his great grandfather was a mailman in Poland, in Krakow, Poland, and he was finishing up his route on Christmas Eve, and he's riding a horse because that's how the mail was delivered. And he heard the crying of a baby, and he looked down on the trail in the woods and saw a baby all wrapped up in blankets, and he picked up the baby and he didn't see anyone, so he brought the baby home to his wife, and they called the baby Little Jesus because it was Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day, they had a nice Christmas. And then the next day, a young woman came forward in the village and said that she just didn't want her baby to have a bad Christmas because she was very poor and had no husband. So then the village pitched in and they donated money so that she could, have a better life for her and her baby.
Wow, that's an amazing story.
Yeah, it is. And the other story that my dad, your grandpa, liked to tell was very funny but dangerous. It was about his friend Jimmy Willie growing up, and they went riding together on these like motorbikes, not really motorcycles, but more like mopeds. And no, what? You gotta make that phone call. I'm doing it from the big phone. Okay, just go into the room. And they were on these bikes, and they were crossing a bridge in Maine, and they fell off. And Jimmy Willie, all his buttons came off his shirt, out the front of his shirt. He was fine, but Grandpa got a little scraped up, but he was also fine.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. Thank you for all the stories, Mom.
You're welcome.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too, honey.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.